use for this challenge is very easy. It is a lot of wood because I make 3 DIYs. And of course here you see my measurements, but I think the most of you don't have nothing with it because your measurements are different. But here you see what I will do. Also will do 2 trees, wooden trees I will cut out. So this one I printed for on my computer, and the rest is a square. And of course I will do a round, but I'll do that with some planter pot. So I will use that one for my measurements. So let's go to my garage, and then I show you how I draw everything out and when I saw my pieces. So you see here my little Christmas trees, they turned out so nice. And of course my first round I did with my jigsaw for the first time. I never made a round, so I made 3 of them and they turned out quite okay. And of course this will be a painting or a sign, just how you call it. But for the first time I did try to make a little side for my painting. But of course when you do the sides, it has to be this way, but that is a little bit difficult, and I know there is a little tool for it. We have some tool you can do it, and you just saw it in this angle, but I couldn't find it at that moment, so I did it out of the hand, and that's really not a good idea. You have to use the tool just to get it even. So, but we work with it, and of course I hope it will turn out at the end. It turned out great. So, but first what I'm going to do is paint all of them, the undercoat, in the white. So that's what we're going to do first. Chalk paint everything white, and this will be at the end. I will do wax stamps because they will turn out in the brown color. So this one white, this one 3 white, and this one both of them are in the white color. White color, of course. So let's do that first. So what we're going to do, like I say, we're going to first do a white undercoat on these items. And I do a little paint just straight on my piece because I need a lot of them. So this will be the undercoat. And just do the sides a little bit, yeah, if you call it distressed, at least a little bit in the white color, but not totally give it a thick layer, just a light layer. I always say just move your, and of course you can distress it later a little bit more. So this is one of them, and of course I will do some paint over here. You see, it's very easy to do, and of course some touches on the sides, and if you think later it's a little bit too thick, you always can change it up. I'm just laying it over here. So try to give it the straight lines. So now number 3 of my Christmas bowl. But you see, I'm just doing it very rough, so not really a nice coating, just a little bit. Because it's only the undercoat. And of course, if you like it better, you can also spray paint it if you like that more. So first, again, just make straight lines, because when it's dry you have at least straight lines. Now I will do my trees, and of course later on I will do also the sides also for my tree. But you see how easy it is. You just don't need to buy anything. Most of the time you have probably wood inside of your garage, and you just can use the wood already. Just again, straight lines. And the last. And like I said earlier in the video I did earlier, just what I learned from Suzanne, just use your hairdryer and you can just dry it much quicker. That works, as I am so happy with that, because that makes my work a lot easier and faster, because when you do the hairdryer over it, it's so drying so fast. So thank you again, Susan Getaway. Just go check out her channel. So again, the straight lines, and I let this dry for the first coat, and then I will do this one also in the white color, so everything already has an undercoat. I see you then in a moment. So you see already now I have painted everything in the white color. You see here my trees and my round that's supposed to be it is supposed to be a little Christmas bulb. So, and of course my picture or the sign, just how you call it. And of course I did the little sides. You see here, this will be this way, so it really looks like a picture frame, but I am trying to do right now. First I'm going to do some tape on it, because I have in my Christmas decor this year a little bit of a pattern with the stripes I made in an earlier video. So I'm going to do this with tape, of course, and then I will show you how I. And the tape is very easy. You just take a little where you want to have your stripes. I want to have them over here, at least the first part. I do one small, one wider, and another one very small. So if I measured it, if you think that this is on top of it, then you have to do one smaller over here. So and I am just eyeballing it, but in a moment I will just measure it out if I am sitting correct or not. And this is the, and another one, and now you see already I have the small stripes. And then this part will be the bigger stripes. So, but I show you that in a moment. So you see, these are the two smaller stripes. I will do that one first. Just do some paint on it and just dab it off. and then just going to work your way. Just don't paint it this way, but just tap on it, because you don't want too much paint on it. At least I don't. If you like a lot of paint, then go ahead, you just free to do whatever you want. And I don't do the sides, just try to stay in place. And every time I hope that I stay on here, not that it doesn't go under my tape, but you never know. I have many pieces I did that I could just throw away because the paint was under my tape. So, and I think even someone with experience still faces that. So I don't think that it doesn't matter if you are a professional or you are an amateur just like me. Every time you have, once in a while, I think you have a moment that it goes under your tape, maybe with the different of structure. But I think everyone still has it sometime. So what you see right now, I will use again my blow dryer, but I will don't worry, I will stop the camera that you don't get your ears doesn't get hurt by my blow dryer. But I'm blow drying this, and then I will do the wider stripe around here. So, but first I'm going to blow dry this, so be back in a moment. So when all is correct, he is dried up, at least for the time that I can remove my tape. So I hope, like I said, that is not under my tape. The first one is okay, but it doesn't say anything. I just pull it the way to the stripe. So at least I hope, maybe it doesn't matter how you do it, but I hope when it does, when it has some paint on it, that it will go on the stripe and not on my piece. That's number 3, and number 4, if he will go right. So you see, this is number 4, and now I'm just blow drying it again a little bit to be sure that it is dry, because now we are going to measure it out, and I'm just doing the widest stripe around here, but I don't want a really big stripe over here, so I just do it on top of here a little bit. And when you see already, if you give it this and this, it will give a nice rustic feeling. And of course here will be a little I think a little weave maybe I will do here. So we will see what I will do. First I'm going to make the white stripe, so I show you that in a moment. So you see, I did the tape on it, and I did it over the just painted a black stripe, and I just kept it such a little white between it, so also over here. And I don't push this one really close to the board, because or else I'm a little bit afraid that the black disappears. So we are just going with the finger, just the line that you have to paint, just squeeze that hard, because you don't want it to get under it. But this one you just leave open. So we are going to do now, and I know probably you all know how to paint your stripes, but for everyone who just enjoys watching, I just run the camera so And you see I'm just dabbing and I'm not striping of just going this way, because it also gives a nice structure to your board, and the board is also a little bit rough, so that is a little bit comparison with each other, so that's why. And of course I use a little pencil. You could use a bigger brush, but sometimes I don't have just the feeling with the bigger brush and you just don't get the results the way you want to. And of course this takes a little bit longer. And for everyone who already is bored right now, just like I always say, just move forward and just see the end result if you like that more. And of course, try not to go over the sides. I'm just trying to keep it inside, because the sides I will do later on with some furniture racks. And I have to make sure that everything is painted. So watch close if you don't forget anything, or if you like the color a little bit too light, just go over it the same way with the same technique. Just tap over it, and you see it's so easy to do. You can do it, everyone can do it. So this one also I will blow dry again, and I see you in a moment. Again, it is only a couple of minutes later, and now we are going to try to remove this tape. And I hope I have the same luck like I did with the other one. And of course you can use any color with what is fitting for your decor, and you can do any stripe you want. So I think he turns out great. So you see already now I have this piece already done, because I don't do nothing more than this, and later on I will of course do my sides. But I still need to do some ribbon with some a little wreath, and then I will do the sides. I will glue on the top of it, or else I will have the ribbon exactly outside of my little little board. I had that earlier, so also learning from experience. So but now I'm going to make the stripes on top of my Christmas bulb. So I will do that first, but I won't bore you with that, or else the video will be so long. I show you when everything is finished. I show you then a few. So I just let you pop in, because I have the black pieces I have done, but now I'm going to do the green pieces, and you just saw me after you didn't see you didn't see me, but I did some green and some black to each other, and you see here I have a little bit of the lighter black of a lighter green, and I didn't like it, the color, so I did a little black with it, and now it's a little bit more darker green, more like the Christmas green. So, and I just wanted to show you that you just can use any color you want, and even green does make it a little bit different already. And I use also a darker red in a moment. So you see you can make it everything fitting for your decor. And with the tape I do stripes, but if you want to do a star or a square or something else, or a Christmas tree, you also can do a Christmas tree on top of it. Just use your imagination, and you can do anything you like. So just let your imagination go. So, but I just wanted to show you, I'm going to hair blow this, and I show you in a moment how these look like. You will see my three what's supposed to be Christmas bulbs, but I will decorate them, of course. You see here I did one of the Christmas bulb, a little bit of the wider stripes. I think that will be be my mistake for measuring it. These two are most of alike, but they are coming in my Christmas tree. This you don't see them because I have 3 of them in different ways on my tree. We are going to decorate. What my plan was is that I would turn them around and I would have done it this way, but I want to decorate it on the top with some greenery and some berries. So I don't think that it will like a lot. Maybe you see if you do this way and this way, you don't get enough of thing for your stripes. But when I look at this way, it's not bad, but it's not really what I like. I think I don't. Maybe we're just going to try to look what is better. So let's decorate them first. So we are just going to try to make it work. I'm not sure if I am making the right decision, but of course when you have some piece of your greenery branch and you just pull it off, just also cut this little piece off. It looks a little bit more natural than you see a little plastic stem. So I will do one of them and a bigger one of this one, a little. And I also cut this one off. You see here, just cut it off. It's very easy to do and it gives a little bit more of a natural feeling. So now I'm hot gluing this on top of my piece, and of course try to give it also a little bit on the end, on the edge, because then you work a little bit away your top of your bulb. And I do a little piece and then a little bigger piece because that gives a little bit more structure. I'm always, like I always fighting with my glue gun. So you see, it is very bad, my glue gun, with all the wires. Look, he just keeps going. I'm sorry, I would just it took my attention. So I just do a little piece of this branch. You see here, this is a very bigger branch, and of course he was very cheap. I bought him last year and I still use it because in this time you still can use your stuff you have also in your stash. And to use it for this year, I'm doing it a little bit down to give also a little bit structure down. And this one also a little bit sideways. And you see already it's, when I am ready with fighting with my, with my glue gun, it looks great. So you see already a little piece of this, and now I'm going to do a little piece of ribbon. And I'm going to, at least I hope I have enough right now. Maybe it's a little bit too little. Yes, it's a little bit. I need a little bigger piece. Maybe a little bit more like this. We're going to see. I'm just doing, fold them together. Just this a couple of times to give it a little bit more of a fuller, yes, little bow. I don't really, like I said earlier in another video, I am not really a bow maker, so I just do this and I just glue this on top of my ribbon this way. But you see, look, this is not normal. Okay, now I'm going to try to make a little bow of it, and I just cut a little pieces this way and a little piece this way. And I take a little piece of ribbon, of a little piece of rope. I'm just getting it this way. And I'm also trying to get a little in a piece over here, just do a couple of times. So you see also a little piece of your rope on your ribbon. Then you do the behind, you just do a knot. And just don't make it too high, because you have to glue gun it still on your piece. So it's very easy, like I said, it's just a couple of times turning them around. And now you have a little bow, and of course you can do a little piece, can get a little piece out of it. And I am glue gun it, or gluing it, glue gun it. I just use my glue gun, at least when he's ready also. And I'm gluing it on top of my greenery. And now we hope it will stay this way. You see already it looks so. And of course what I think I will do, I think I will do a little word under here from joy or blessed or something else. And now I will do a couple of berries. So not really the big one, but a little bit of the smaller ones. A little bit of the lighter red, a little bit of the darker red. And you see how easy it is, just 2 pieces of greenery, just a simple wooden board in a bulb, and just make some easy stripes on it. It doesn't cost you anything. Some greenery you already have laying down, a little piece of ribbon, it can be any ribbon, and just some old berries, if you can find them in your stash. Just a little piece of glue. At least if I don't glue myself. One over here. But I am so happy to read that a lot of people are fighting with their glue gun, so I'm not the only one. I'm sorry for the noise outside. They are just doing the greenery outside. So this is already 2, now it's 2 to go on the other side. And 1 over here. I think I do a little bigger piece inside in the middle, but I don't know yet. You can, if you like it, you see a little piece of the rope, then it will be okay. If you don't like to see it, and of course what I don't must forget is a little piece of rope. There's a really big piece to do for on your tree. I just glue at the back, because before I forget it, just do a little piece of glue on the back of your piece and just lay some easy rope inside of it. so you can hang your piece. I hope he will be sticking this way because he's not totally dry yet, so, but I think he's already started to look like something. So now we have to do some words under here, and then I think he looks quite cute for the first time that I'm making one round. Of course he could have been a little bit rounder because you saw it on the top, but I used them as above. So first I thought I have to turn him around, but now I see this one is also fitting this way, so I'm very happy how he's look like. So I will do the rest of them, and then I show you all 3 of them how they turned out. So here you see everything. The 3 Christmas bulbs, they are already finished, and I think they look so cute already. But what I'm going to try, and I just going to show you, just do a little word with stickers over here so I can remove it if I don't like it. And what I will do probably, but that's not everyone, that's not what everyone likes. I will do just a shimmer, a little shadow beside them with the furniture wax, just to give it a little bit of the more old feeling, a little bit distressed, weathered, but at least a little bit of the wax around it. I will do that for myself, but I will show you first a little bit how you can do it with some sticker, and if it will look okay. I don't really know, that's why I do stickers, and I just don't do it with some paint or something else, because or else I can remove it anymore. I had a letter M. I am lost my letter M. He is gone. I have to look for my letter M. If I can, it's only for look right because I still have new stickers, but it's a little bit to try on. So we just turning the letter, the letter W, we just use it as the letter M. You see, you can use anything you want. You just go for it and just do whatever. And of course the A. And then see already I have too little space over here. So, but it's only just to look how letters will look like. And you see already it looks a little bit how he look like. I think it's looking okay. I cannot say that I don't like it. I'm really yeah, I didn't made up my mind yet. So I'm going to move a little bit the letters further away so I can get a little better idea for how it will look like. And of course that's the great thing about stickers, you just can remove it and you just can use them. At least if I get them off. I will do that out of camera because this is taking much too long for you. I see you in a moment. So you see how it can look like. I am not totally sure if this is what I like. So, but I just wanted to show you, just to give you an inspiration, just so it also can be this way. But I'm not really sure about what I would do if I draw on it, or if I do the stickers or something else, or a little picture. I don't know, but at least this is the way it looks like. And with easy stickers you just can remove it and you can do something else. So this is just an inspiration. Now we are going further with my picture and making a wreath on my picture. So here you see my picture board, of picture, at least what I will make as a picture or a sign, just how you call it. First what I'm going to do, the easiest way, what I could do is just take a simple wreath and just hang in front of it, but that doesn't fit me for the Christmas season. So what I will do is another try. I don't know if it will work. I think I will glue this one in the middle. And I think a little bit over here, and then I will make a round, and then I will make my own wreath with my greenery I still have, so I think I'm going to try to do this. So we're going to glue this one on my board, and then we are going to make my wreath. So I just want you to take you along in my thoughts, because if I do this ribbon, I really don't like it that it is just in front of everything. So this is not really mixing with my feelings. So maybe I will do later on some rope, but I even don't like the ribbon. It's too much for me, and I draw here a little circle. And this is my guideline I will use for my greenery, just to glue it in place. So I have a little bit of an example how big my wreath has to be. So this is what I will glue around here. So I take you along with some pieces, but first I will do some, or else it will take much too long. And please tell me if you like a little bit longer videos, so you like a little bit more to see how I do it. But I always have the feeling that I am taking too long, so I will glue these pieces around here, and then I show you how it look like. So now I know it's taking a little bit too long, but I just want to take you along with me. Just pull away a little piece of the greenery, so you have a clean and a natural look. So just do a little piece of glue behind it, and just pull up the branches before, and just lay down the next one on your round. And you see, just he falls over it. And now you're going to do the other one. Just again cut away the little plastic stamp, so it looks more natural. And just again, at least if I have glue, that's always so just do this. Just again move up and just turn it a little bit around already inside of the shape of the round. And of course it has to look natural, so of course it is not a perfect round, or else it wouldn't look like a wreath. So, but I just wanted to show you a little bit. Sorry for the people who think it's too long, but for the people who likes it, I just show you a little bit how it looks like, or else everything is already done before you see it. And now you see also what's going wrong. And again, just move it over here and just lay it down, and just lay the next up again back. And you see, he's already looking like a nice Christmas wreath. At least I think so. So again, the next one, and a little piece over here, so you can lay very flat on your board. And you see, everything still is on a budget, is very cheap. If I can see the round. I'm getting a little bit older. So finding the round is a little bit more difficult when you don't mess around it too much. And I'm struggling again with my glue. So chaos again, but you are familiar with that. If you follow me already for a long time, you know it's always a big chaos over here. So again, I'm just forgot to take this piece off, so you can lay, and just a little piece of glue, and just lay it again on your measured round. And just lay back the next one. Of course, the line of here in the Netherlands we call it lijm. That's why every time I'm confused, because we call it a lijm. So I get away the pieces of glue, don't worry. So again, a new branch, and of course I have to pull some pieces out to get it flat on my board. But you see here, everything is still old branches. And when we have the circle of this one, then we are going to work our way around the weave again with another greenery. I have a feeling that this glue gun is giving more wise than any glue gun in the world. And he also doesn't stop, look. Oh my. So you see, now I have the base, and now I will fill it in with some pieces of this branch, but you can use any branch you like. I think of course, I hope I can give it you a little bit closer. Just always cut away this plastic piece, because it makes your reed cheap, but it doesn't have to be, because if you just doing it off, you see already it just is a beautiful pick and you just can use it. So I will squeeze this one also in pieces, and I'll show you how that look like. So you see, I just did the pieces over here. I just cut the little stems off, and of course what I wanted to say is it gives a more high-end look than if you leave the plastic on. So you can see with even plastic branches you still can get a high-end look, and it is so easy, everyone can do it. So I just did some pieces, just shove them in, and you see already it gives such a great wreath. So what I will do right now, I will just glue some berries beside them, because I don't want a very busy wreath. Of course, what you can do, if you like more than what I have, you just can pull also some couple of these branches in, just glue them in somewhere you think it's fitting. But I think for me it's a little bit too much. But I just wanted to show you that it is also a possibility. Maybe over here, and you see it still can give also a little bit more structure to your wreath. It does come more a little bit to life. So, and then a couple of red berries, and then you see you're already finished. And then we'll go to do the sides of my picture frame, and then I am deciding if I do a little, I think I do a rope around here. I think I like that better than the buffalo check, because this is a little bit too much for me coming out of the painting. So I think I do a piece of ribbon, of a piece of rope. So, but you're free to do anything you like. But you see how easy it is. Board, paint, simple stripes, just some old greenery and some berries around it, and you have your own piece for the Christmas season, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I do this first, and then I show you how these look like. So here you see the finished touch. You see already with the berries it looks so nice. So I'm happy how it turned out. I will finish it off totally for you with the sides on it and a little piece of rope, and then I am back to show you everything. So this is how he is finished. So I think he turned out so nice. And of course you see here there were moments that I that I didn't have my saw straight, but I always say we call it rustic. So I did my best to make a very nice straight line, but not every time it works. But I think it works on this paint because it is a very rustic. We just call it rustic. So I think it turned out so cute. So now in a moment I show you all the 3 DIYs I made and how they turned out. So I hope the lighting is still okay, because it's getting a little bit darker here. So what I totally forgot is to show you the little tree I have also over here, and I will do them also for you. I did the striped tree in the back and the white on the front, and I'm doing just a couple of greenery in front of the white tree. Of course, again, some little pieces of greenery. On top of here, and then we just doing the same layers, just a little piece of this one, and also just getting him in front of the other one. You see, just this little piece over here and a little piece over here. Here we do the same with this one. And we do it this way. So we leave room for the little berries. I just did couple of berries. I have already glue on my scissors, but we're still going through. Glue problems or not, but we're going through. We just get one over here. And a little piece over here. And just squeeze them in the spare room you have here. Now we hope everything will stick together. So you see here how he looked like. He looks so cute and so Christmassy with only a couple of touches of the greenery and the berries. So now you see already I finished this one also.